Talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. Talk your face off. To talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off.
Oh, they're talking food already in the chat. Welcome, guys.
Just about to say I was business stuff and I didn't get a chance to make myself dinner. And so I'm hungry and I'm going to have to dinner.
Yeah, you're going to be hungry?
Get dinner
After
after.
you guys wrong. He said, and 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And that happened when we were going. So he was right. He called it. He got us going.
Were we on time today?
Huh? Oh, no, we're late.
We're
five late.
I was here.
5 late. I was here too, but then we started talking. I was trying to get everything set. Oh, my hat's crooked.
That's okay.
It'll drive me crazy all night.
I'm not wearing a hat.
You're not wearing a hat. You're showing all the grays.
I know.
All the grays. I got my old man shirt on, so we're good.
Was it cold there or what?
Duluth. It was a bit chilly. I went through periods.
Yeah.
Periods. Today it started out nice.
Yeah.
Midday was pretty nice. And then it got cold and a little bit breezy, a little bit of drizzle. But
nice.
Overall, not too bad.
Nice. Well, I'm rolling solo stag today.
All week, yeah?
Yeah, all week. Good. So trying to get work done. And the family, they're actually out on a job painting a mural. So they're out there doing
all helping?
Yep.
Paint by numbers, kids?
Yeah, pretty much.
You got this.
We got some pretty talented painting family and drawing family. So
yeah, I remember your daughter doing the spray painting. That was really cool.
Oh yeah. Yep. So we trust them. We trust them to paint in the lines, and they do the fill, and then my wife goes in and makes it look good. So
nice.
Yeah.
Very
so they're out there, and now I'm here trying to finish some work, and then also we sold Olivia's e-buggy, and now she's going to get another.
Which e-buggy? Her race one that she won everything with?
That's her carpet buggy.
Okay.
This is her dirt. Yeah, her dirt one.
Thing's a little hot. What did you do to crank it? It's a little peaky when you get loud.
Oh, I'll turn it down. How about that?
That's better.
Better.
At least on my end, I was hearing a little bit of crackle at the top there.
Here, I'll turn it down. I turned it up a little bit just because I'm going to be away from the mic working on this.
Oh yeah. That works.
But anyways,
so you sold it.
This one. Yep.
Like race proven winner here, guys. You want this?
Yeah. Yep.
Are you selling it complete?
Almost
slider,
RTR.
Roller, almost RTR. Okay.
And we're giving them
receiver, and they need their own probably laps.
Yeah, and we're selling. I don't know where they all went. They were right here a minute ago. All the batteries for it.
Oh wow!
Because this one, and I had just bought a new Reedy zappers.
Yeah.
Big 3 or 4S battery pack, and the idea is we want to get her on the same platform that me and Dalton are on. Mm-hmm. We run saddle packs, and so hers was like the odd man out kind of a thing. And
running long ones packs.
Yeah, she was running. Oh, wow. Yeah, the big brick ones.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, it's time. So we ended up
saddle pack
pulling the trigger.
Nice. Huh? Saddle packs.
Yep. So now she's running that, and yeah, I think all in all, it's going to be a good choice.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good choice. Now, if I can only know how to get this reef servo out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how I shoehorned it in. I think I probably just pushed on it and said, just go. But Yeah, it's tight.
Let's see who we got in the house tonight. Super one-handed RC, Jeff Makovich, who sent me an interesting post with like Tom Brady and some others, like Will Smith and people with RC boats. And he said it was like a Fair RC ad or something. I don't even know, man. I'm like, what is going on? I'm just saying what I got in Messenger that he did a post about. He could maybe explain that. No Control RC, North Rock. We got Brian here. Actually, 32. Tyler, RC Amigos. That's you. Max Paul, RC Jeep Guy. Jason Ingram, Kyle C. Andrew Chong, Pete B.
Oh, yeah.
Raj Dirks House, T68.
Nitro Girl coming.
These old flapping lips. We still need to connect about that bass. Although I don't know what exactly use I have for it at the moment, but Ladybug on my hat. Might have crunched them. I didn't realize what it was.
Uh-oh.
Double A Day. It's a weird world when celebrities start playing RC, right? Did they really? Like, where's this from? Like,
now we're gonna have to go all emo. It's totally been done.
Find it.
Sell all our RCs.
I don't know if I want to play in a game that Tom Brady and Will Smith are in. It's not even cool anymore. It's too mainstream.
It's too mainstream. That's what I'm saying. Go all emo.
They sold out. These RC companies sold out.
I don't know how to get this out. I don't know how I got it in the first place.
Just push really hard.
I don't want to, because if I break it, I'm trying to give it to this guy, and
it's not a replaceable piece.
It's a replaceable piece. I just would rather not. I don't think it's like on the shelf anywhere. You know what I mean? Oh, there it goes. Hey, that was easy.
Had to wiggle past those little ridges, yeah.
I guess, yeah, it just kind of popped out now. So
yeah,
there we go.
Yeah,
sweet. Yeah, I gotta figure out. I gotta look through her bearings and be like, okay, which ones did you put in? Because we got some secret squirrel bearings from Wits Racing. So we're running hybrid ceramic bearings up in this.
Nobody cares about your bearings. Double A Day's got a LMT 2.0 sitting in front of him, brand new in the box. We gave up caring about bearings.
No,
so what do you got sitting there? What kind of bearings were they?
So they're secret Wits
ceramics,
hybrid ceramics that they haven't released yet for the 8 scale. And we tried them out at Big Barn, and they did pretty good. So
nice.
Now I gotta figure out which one she put in. I'm pretty sure she put them in on all her diffs, which means I have to take all the diffs out and pull them before we let this one go. So
what's a booster? 2.0 yet? Question mark. Max Paul 11. Not for me. Not me. Did not order one. Double AD's got the son of a digger. Nice.
You know what I kind of want to get more than a 2.0? A mini.
The Shark Attack?
Maybe. I think it'd be rad to do that and paint it all red, white, and blue.
Oh, man. The new one? Yeah. That's a pretty sick scheme he's got going for World Finals, I think. Yeah. Because it's on the 4th of July, right? But it's going to be...
Well, he debuted it in Seattle.
Right. But I'm guessing he's prepping for... Which I'm excited that there's talks I should be going to the World Finals here in July in Utah. So
nice.
Pretty stoked about that. Yeah, man.
That's close to my neck of the woods. Not really, but it kind of is.
Salt Lake City.
That's cool.
Crawler tried the baby kit for 2 a couple weeks ago, and it's awesome. Had a lot of fun at City Rocks. That's cool. Man, I got so many projects now that I'm jumping back into this to catch up on.
Dude,
I do have those Crawler Tracks ramps. I need to get those built because now that the weather's getting nice, I'm going to want to get out some of these and jump them outside.
Yeah, you are.
I was realizing I don't really have any ramps to run the LMTs off of, but also I don't have any ramps to really run the little Armas off of either. If I want to run them on the cement, really have a good little kicker. So I got to get those built. So
Dude, so your videos
yeah,
inspired me.
which ones? Yeah, I've been kicking out videos. I got another one coming
All
on
of them.
the. I've got the. I think I'm gonna do it up again. Like when I first got into it, I liked doing run videos, like because I don't know,
Yeah.
I was in cinema stuff, but everyone's like, oh, they're just all like advertising looking. We don't do so many cuts. We'd rather just see it run, and so I kind of fell into that trap of just running with my phone and just stand and hold it at like controller height, and I'll do some of that, I think, still, but I think I really want to get in and get the shots. I'll probably talk over it anyway, just wear a mic, and even if I'm slow-moing it, I'll probably just be talking and just I think the narration is still kind of like with the RC Spark stuff. He's just talking about his day and what's going on. Like it's more keeping you on up to what's going on, but then you're also watching cool visuals at the same time, right? So yeah, I think I'll probably talk about the experiences and why I like certain things and what's going on at the camp here, but I definitely want to get some of the nicer cams out and get some of the cool shots that I've been getting. Some of these shots of that low C Razor are pretty sweet,
dude.
Shot in slow mo. So
yes, that one
it's coming.
always. That one always gets me excited.
Yeah,
like I really like how that one looks. It is it's good. Okay, here's a stack of bearings. What they go to, I don't know. She has 2 hub bearings here. Well, that's problematic.
Need more of the King. I think the King will make some more appearances. I did give away that Bigfoot to a buddy of mine. Crawl with the battery.
What?
Yeah, he got a pretty sweet deal. Just straight gave it to him and his kids. But yeah, I had that freestyle, dude. My batteries are jacked. I was going through trying to find stuff. I got so many. I mean, if you saw the condition, like Harley's, like I got like double anxiety. I'm like, you should have seen what I didn't show on camera. If you wanted anxiety,
dude, when you opened up your bag and you just started dumping out batteries, I was like, Tony, we need to talk.
That's a lipo bag. They're all mini batteries.
Okay. All right.
They're all mini batteries. I keep them in the dead bag and then the charge bag. I have 2 of those Spectrum bags, or is it Venom? I don't know. I think those are not up here anymore, but they're in a lipo bag.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
so it's that I enjoyed you chilling on the porch and showing off. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna start just doing some more. I don't know. Some of that's easy. Like, so I'll probably do that where as I'm making videos, I'll do a video that I'll start with during the process of shooting the video, right? So I was going and getting stuff. And I was prepping my day. I was looking at what I wanted to do. My buddy Travis said, "Do this."
Did I comment on your? I don't know if I texted you or if I commented on your YouTube. That was like, that was very Casey Neistat of you. Like,
which one? Oh, the coffee stuff. Yeah, a little bit.
Are you going to go on a jog now too?
I know, right? Here we are at Big B Coffee, getting my cup refilled. You know what? I'm going to get some gas. Look at the price of that gas. Better than the West Coast. We're not going to complain, but
it went up out here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No bueno.
And everyone complains about the Traxxas batteries. My Traxxas batteries are still great. I found them in my X-Max and pulled them out and charged them. They're fine. They're fantastic. So I had that ready to go, and I didn't actually get to rip it. I ran out of time because I had to fix that crawler ring. Yeah, see, $429 there. I got it for $314 today. Felt good about it. Not as good as when it's under 2. But.
Oh, dude, I paid $479 today, yesterday for 87 octane. $479. I was like, am I dreaming? This is ridiculous. How did this happen? Terrible.
Booster's asking if I'm going to the No Limit event. Not going to that event. Not going to make it to. I was trying to make it to Beat the Creek last minute.
Yeah.
But we're going walleye fishing in Detroit. So that's kind of been on the calendar to do. And so it's that Friday, Saturday, we're walleye fishing. So otherwise, I'd have been trying to scramble because there's some event stuff coming down the pike. I don't know if it hit yet. Has anybody talked about events this week
Not
yet?
yet.
Okay, maybe some.
Not
I didn't
that
get
I've
to watch
seen.
Harley's. I didn't get to watch the Scale News yet. Today got surprisingly busy, but Crawler Tracks, you should
happens.
come down to Utah, man, or up to Utah, or I don't know. Yeah, you should check it out.
Just get to Utah.
I will be there several days actually, before and after the event. Set up tear down for stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. But yes, more of the King. We will bring more of the King. And that Freestyle RC is ready, dude. I put new screws in. I got it out. I'm like, holy crap. Like both of the axles were separating from the link risers and all
hang
that.
on one second.
Yeah.
My daughter just texted because I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb, and they're painting, and she said something about mom doesn't want to listen. She wanted to listen to the live, and she said something about mom doesn't want to listen to the live. So I said I can't watch it anymore, or said something like that. I was like, oh, sorry, dear, that you don't like the sound of my voice. So now my wife is like, turn it off. Turn it off.
Dropped to 298 and lower in Holland. What? I should have gone to Holland. I was almost there. I was in Zealand at Bigby tonight, chatting with some people.
Nice.
A good segment would be the King doing reviews of other people's rigs. I almost made a joke, and I'm glad I didn't because 24 Yep popped into the last video that I did. So he liked it, but I almost made a joke that I'm back, and better than ever. We're going to be starting to roast some rigs and start sending. Like I was going to joke because a lot of people are doing it, and I don't say it in a joking way, like it's not a great idea. It's a fantastic idea. What he came up with is brilliant, right?
Yeah.
But it's being done
twofold.
So, doubly done.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe we could do it with bashers, but I don't want to break somebody's rig. Like it's a little tough with bashers. I've ridden other people's and done some videos when I'm at events where they let me run their stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about it, but it gets sketchy if you like, hey, here's all the parts plus the clean down. Like it is nice with the minis because they don't really get that dirty when he's just running on rocks like that.
Well, and the shipping and stuff isn't terrible, like to ship a mini versus what it's like to ship anything else.
But the King doing reviews of rigs would be pretty funny. I should at least do one.
So. Oh man. You know what I just realized? To get these fancy bearings, I gotta totally rebuild the diff and
new fluids and everything.
Yep. So this guy's gonna get it.
Freshly rebuilt diff.
Even though we just rebuilt the diff, he's gonna get a fresh.
Hey, I'm glad it's you and not me.
I know it is. Yeah, I'm glad. I know you'd think that way.
Slater says they're doing 24 scale, 10 scale, and stuff is totally different. And I do have a repeatable kind of course. If we just always do it at reaction, I can really get a feel for how they handle certain. If I do the same kind of lines, that could be doable. Slater's got some pretty sweet trucks. We just need to do some videos on them anyway.
There you go.
For all that, I'd leave the bearings and not say anything. Yeah, he got some crappy bearings in there. I don't even know what they are.
He would have hot rod, like
I know. That's
really
what I'm saying.
fancy bearings. Like.
Yeah. Will they fit in the new one? Is it the same size bearings? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. No, and I've got good bearings to put in his car. They're just not ceramic bearings. So
yeah.
And I want to see Olivia do well with these bearings, so I'll go through the pain to get it done right. Slater
is kind of like my best friend right now, Justin, because he didn't call me out on my video the other day when I'm like, I don't even know what rims these are, if they're like Amazon ones or whatever. Dude, they were Reefs rims.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh man!
I was just in such a rush to switch over wheels and the tires. I just threw them on some, and I'm like, I don't even know where these came from in the first place. Well, that's because they came.
All of a sudden, you get a text from
at one point. I was waiting. I'm like, I'm shocked that
Reef
didn't put it in there and be like, those are our wheels, and they're pretty.
They're pretty
awesome
fancy
too. Yeah. Because I was like, I was like, man, they look awesome. They look sharp. I don't know where they're from, but they didn't like. I couldn't get the bead super good with them, so I'm like, maybe they're a different size. Nope, they're the right size. They're the reef rims, and I'm just a loser.
Me, Tony.
But I got some tips. People were saying like freeze the wheels ahead of time to like so they're not so stiff or so they're not so soft. Like put them in the freezer and chill them because I was having a hard time. They were so loose. The
bead, yeah.
To get the bead set was tough, and then like use soap and water and different things. I don't even know, but I was struggling, dude. I was like, I literally was cramming with my hands like this. My son's just wrenching them.
Is that why you sent me that gluing jig to be like, were you looking at ways to?
I know I was looking and I saw that, dude. That was a sweet jig though, wasn't it? For gluing the beads.
Yeah. I gotta share it to our diehard group. I'm sure they have seen it, but I should probably share it to them anyway.
Yeah, but I need to get one of those bead setters that like DSM make that.
Yeah,
you just put through the middle of the wheel and it pulls them together. Just tighten it down once you get it, and then you can put your screws in. But I don't have that, and so I'm sitting there like squeezing, like trying to keep a circle on the outside while my son's. But yeah,
that's funny. That's funny.
Beadlock Buddy is an amazing tool. Yeah. He was telling me about that as well. And I'd forgotten about it, but I remember when I think DSM Off-Road sold them. I think they're the first people I saw with it, but other people could have it. Let me see here.
Why does this diff smell so bad?
Beadlock Buddy. Yeah, it's by DSM Off-Road.
This diff smells horrible. Horrible. Here, I gotta go get. Oh wait, maybe not.
I'm gonna share this.
Share it
so people can see what I'm talking about. Present.
This will do.
If you don't know, and if you're not already overlooking. So it comes with these pieces, just 3D printed or whatever, but it's not that expensive. I'd rather not have the hassle of it. So you just kind of put these pieces on the wheel, clamp it together, holds the pieces together.
Yep.
So you can screw in your screws. Yeah.
I am familiar.
Pretty genius. Pretty genius.
Okay. Let's clean these out. Good thing my wife's not here. I can spray all this to my little heart's content. Get them all nice and clean.
Did you get a Blackstone yet?
No.
My buddy did. The one that was in here. Matt. He got one for sure, yeah. Yeah, J Concepts does sell rubber bands for gluing tires.
Oh, yeah. I use those. Actually, I don't have them here with me. Is this too loud? I don't have them here with me.
It's a bit loud.
Sorry. I don't have them here with me. They were in my pit box, but I gave away 2 of them. But I had like, oh wait, here's the other 2. These are awesome for gluing tires.
Yep.
I use these. And then I have the other rubber bands for the 8 scale. But that one that you sent me.
All right, I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to find it.
So all you diehard people, you got to check this out.
All right, there it is. Pull it up on there. All right, perfect. This content isn't available right now.
What?
The what?
Dude, I've been going down so many conspiracy lanes lately. It's not even funny. We got to get on Speakeasy this week and talk about it.
All right.
Because I've been going down.
Paragon Motorsports.
I've been going down the girls' space flight was fake.
There it is.
And the Pope prophecies. That's a fun one. And scary all at the same time.
Oh, did I just do that?
What was that?
Oh, whoops. That was a bad.
That was Siri.
The wrong button.
Go away, Siri.
Here it is.
Yeah, that looks rad.
So here's the video of it because you got to see it in action, right?
Let me see it in
Screws.
action.
Just drop your tire on it. Screw that down. Pulls the bead back.
Wait a minute. Is it playing for other people? Because it's not playing for me.
No,
It's just a
it's just
black screen.
What is it?
Is this some kind of new YouTube copyright thing?
Wow.
Try that one.
This one. There we go.
There it goes.
So he's screwing that top piece on it, pulls the
That is
tire down.
awesome. Look at that. It's like a
Perfectly
perfect.
opens the bead.
The only thing that I thought about with that
And you
is
release
that
it. Look at that. Perfect.
you have to use thick glue. You can't use thin stuff for that because it just run all over the place. But it's nonetheless still pretty awesome.
Metal glue tips even.
Those, yeah.
I think you'd be all right. Yeah, I saw it and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I don't even do buggies anymore. But I still want it. Everybody is just say how shocked you are in the comments.
How shocked I am.
Yeah. That come through?
Oh, hey. There you go. Thanks, Nick.
Nick
See
B
you in dirt in
with
10
the drop.
days.
He's paying for your new glues.
There you go.
Ooh, $40 though.
I know. That was the thing. I looked at it and I was like, that's kind of pricey. But if it was something that you could use 10th scale and 8th scale with, I'd be all in. Like if you could just change the top, I'd be like, sign me up. Let's go.
I mean, I have a little problem with people charging $40 for 3D printed parts, but that's just
No.
for that.
Dude.
You think time wise that's $40 worth of things, 3 pieces? Yeah.
Well, no. Well, yeah. I mean, I bet you it probably took them all of 6 hours to print.
Yeah, and if you're tying up a printer, I guess for that long, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
because you can only make so many. It comes down to quantities and small business things. I take it back. I take it back, Paragon.
Yeah, what a jerk.
Paragon,
you can send
I guess
me
I
one.
screwed myself on the little tire insert things then. But we did those for $20 and those are a 5-hour print for them for a set.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yep.
Oh, the 10 scale are 35. Okay.
Oh, I didn't see they had 10 scale.
Yep.
Oh, I'd be all in on the 10 scale. I glue more 10 scale than I do. I have right now. Oh, let's talk about tire venting while we're here. For any of you that are racing 8 scale buggies, I just talked to Nick Hernandez.
You're paying for the R&D, right? Yeah. So with mine, you are paying for the R&D because you know how long it takes to draw something in Tinkercad. Let me just talk. It takes it's really painful. So
you should make a video of yourself trying to figure out Tinkercad.
Because you have to cut so many things out of other things and intersections in order to get those crazy shapes. I mean, you kind of have to be smart in order to do it.
You kind of have to know what you're doing.
You have to think outside the box to really get it. I mean, it would be worth it though if it made it that much easier because I do hate dealing with it. I would just pull it and do a little of the wet stuff and then kind of run it around. I do it in like 3 spots and kind of, let it kind of drip around the bead.
I kind of remember the tires that you sent me for your buggy. They were coming off.
So I should. The king of R&D. That should be my next thing. Have you seen this great new software they got here called Tinkercad? I've been making so many cool. Look at this crown I just made.
Look at this.
It's like several, like you make triangles and a rectangle. Boom, crown. Now you're the king. You can do it in Tinkercad.
Yes.
Yeah, when I was doing those inserts, dude, and then people are like, "Hey, can we do them in different sizes?" I'm like,
nope.
No, we can't. We don't offer them in one size just because we only like to run those tire sizes. It's because I don't got 6 hours to spend redesigning it in a new size.
That's funny.
Because to get the right precision of the diameter or the thickness on those different lines too, There's so many cutouts, and oh my goodness. And then when you have to move anything, it's like, wait, I need. Oh no, I have to undo all of these. Oh,
Totally.
it was some of the worst to finally get it out. That first set, I made like 4 iterations. I probably spent 36 hours of trying different things and messing around to get them. It was not fun.
Just been like, hey Pablo, here's what I want. Can you model this for me really quick? I would have said, sure, Tony.
I know I have a buddy now that does really good stuff. Works at one of the big companies here in Holland. I should add that to my listing. Yeah. Over 36 design hours.
All this IP involved.
Because you do it, and then it like wouldn't print because it was too thin of a line. And so then you'd get all these gaps and stuff, and then you're back at it and like, oh, I gotta undo 13 or however many of these triangles there are, resize all of them in order to get a little bit more. It was not fun. But
life is rough.
That's why you should pay real designers to do your stuff for you. Hey, and apparently they're a perfect fit for LGRP wheels as well. So I do feel like the multiple sizes for every single tire is a little gimmicky. Like, I don't think the precision is that intense on these 24 scale, but that's just me being somebody who drives them pretty good, I guess. I don't know.
Drives them pretty
My
good.
2 sizes have done pretty well for me in the 2 different tires that I run.
I saw your driving with your
that was pre pine trees.
No. Even more recently, I seen your driving on your RC 4-wheel drive rig. And I was like, come on, Tony.
Oh yeah.
Find a line.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of looking at the screen was part of my problem. When you're running a bigger camera like that.
Oh, were you running the Panasonic on that?
Oh yeah, I was zoomed in tight. Well, I was running a GH5, but yeah.
That's funny. That is funny. Man. All right.
I mean, you offer them for 2 different types of wheels. I mean, that's pretty awesome. What more do people want? Right? And that alone, those changes to make different wheel sizes. Get a little twitch going on here. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much.
That's funny. That's comedy right there. Just kidding. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something, and then you just kept on rambling over me. It's like, thanks, sorry. Tony. What a jerk. Gluing.
Oh, yeah.
So I have right now 7 sets of 8-scale tires in my cart that I'm waiting to pull the trigger on.
From
TZO.
Yeah. Why are you waiting with TZO?
Just waiting to get paid for a project that I did so I can pay for it on PayPal under the radar. Hopefully my wife isn't listening. Just kidding. It's all right. It's for the kids. It's for the children. Tony, we do it for the children. We do. So no, that's are
they different or is there all the same tires?
Oh, crap.
Or are they different compounds?
Well, we have 7 cars. So
but like all the same tire?
2 different tires. So we had the TZO 201s, TZO 601s, or 601? I don't remember. And then the new 200s all on the cart. But so I'm doing something kind of risky.
Uh-oh.
I'm going. Oh, man, I just lost a pen. I lost a pen, Tony. I'm going to have to get down there and find that later. Anyways.
Magnet.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. No, what I'm doing that's kind of risky is I'm going with the ultra soft compound. Getting a lot of wheels or a lot of tires in the ultra soft compound. Why is Brian saying Pablo?
He says when Pablo starts talking, I kind of glaze over now. That's what he said. Because you're talking about race cars again. It makes
Publix.
it nice. Yeah, he typed it
Oh,
wrong. He must
what
go
a
to
jerk.
Publix a lot. He's from the South.
I'm not talking about racing. I'm talking about gluing tires.
Tires, yeah.
So I need to figure out how, what the correct way of venting pre-mounted tires is. I've heard get a
I
hot
just
nail and do it in the sidewall, or a hole puncher, or like a leather punch.
through ones that are already glued.
Yeah, that aren't vented. Because
You
even,
still can punch it, but it's a little harder.
yeah. So
I
like,
did it the other day when I forgot to do one. I just kind of did it like the bottom piece against the sidewall and then just crimped into the top of it. It vented it. But
yeah. Well, Nick Hernandez, the TZO guy, said you absolutely have to vent the tires. And I'm like, well, why don't they come pre-mounted vented? Right?
have you done so? I've done it with a soldering iron.
Yeah, see, that's what I
They
heard.
get kind of messy.
I heard
That's why I
soldering
think
iron. I
doing a
heard get a
nail would
hot
be a
nail.
good. Yeah, just heat up a nail head and ram it through.
Yeah. I've heard all that. So I'm like,
Flat cuts or soldering iron.
flat cuts?
Can you pinch the sidewall and just cut a little, like, because it pinch enough that you could cut a little?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't like doing that in the sidewall, right? Because it's like, I feel like if I did flat cuts on the
Folds
sidewall,
down,
it would
yeah.
it'd be really like sketch.
Just do thing with heat is you get into the foam a little, but
Who cares? Yeah, I'm not worried about
not
that.
that big a deal.
No. Yeah,
Junk tip on a soldering iron. Yeah. Get one of those cheapy like wood burners. Just heat it up and stick it in. They're cheap.
all right. I'll try it. I got a lot to do. Or aiming 3 times the charm. Drill bit. Someone said drill bit. I kind of want to get
Denny,
an
it's a
actual
new job. I got it. He's saying that Denny got a job at A-Main. Sweet.
Oh, nice. I kind of want to get a real hole punch or like a leather punch
Yeah.
and do it, something really sharp so that when it slips off of the wheel when I'm doing it, it goes right into my hand and cores my finger.
Yeah.
You ever see Bad Santa?
Nope.
What?
I haven't. I know we've talked about this.
Oh,
I don't get a whole lot of time for Christmas movies, and I usually watch Grumpy Cat Christmas. I watch one of the Home Alones, and I watch Elf.
Bad Santa. The kid cuts or carves him a potato and slices his hand up. It's good. Good wholesome television. Bad Santa is.
Great movies, just no control RC. Drill bit sucks. I wonder. Drill bits do suck for it, and he pull a whole bunch of stuff out with it.
The pickle. Oh yeah, he carved him a pickle. He's like,
well, so now we're talking pickles. That's great. I wonder if Metal RC got the thing I sent him.
Oh, you ask him.
It's a little goodie for being the first subscriber or whatever they call it.
Oh yeah,
not subscriber, but what do they call it?
Patron?
Different name.
I have no idea.
Membership, I guess.
Member. Channel members.
Yep.
Ask Harley. He's got the endless amount of segues.
He does. Channel member. Yeah.
Channel member. I was trying to save as much as I could. It's not going to happen.
So apparently Will Smith is the team owner of the airfoil boat, and FARC is selling the RC model.
Oh, that's cool.
So Will Smith and a bunch of people.
So Will Smith is the driver of that airfoil boat is Sarah Price. And it's not like I know her, but Olivia, we send her messages via Olivia all the time. She's pretty cool. She runs like trophy trucks and like side by sides. She was a stunt lady for a while. Like Cool lady.
Yeah.
Very cool lady. But she's one of the pilots for that boat. This red boat. Yep.
I'm trying to see. Pharisee's got a photo of something here 19 hours ago. Team Westbrook, Will Smith.
Jeff saying, show the video he sent you.
Is it in the video? Oh, here it is on Pharisee. Mark Anthony. Team Tom Brady. All right. Okay. So I don't know if this is something. All right, we'll show this.
Show it. Show it.
I ain't ashamed to show it. All right.
That was weird.
That didn't come out right. That didn't come out right.
I don't know what that meant.
We're just going to talk about something for a minute. There's this like computer, like cartoony affected, almost looks like AI version of everything.
Tony. Pretty intense. While you show it.
There's Tom Brady's. There's Mark Anthony team. Tom Brady team. Let's see if it does the Will Smith one here.
Will Smith should be yellow or red. That's what his boat is.
There's a whole bunch of them. Here's Will Smith.
Yep. That's it.
Oh, we got a different one. There he is. Oh, he's got the little toy boat there. Huh. Joy's Way.
Oh, Ingbaum just sent me a text saying he has an extra tire drag for gluing up 8 scales. He said it's sweet from Assault RC.
Airfoil boats. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Jeff.
So can you go to Instagram and look up Sarah Price? You can see the real thing.
I'll be careful how I say things about this. So I don't get a restraining order.
So you can't say this is not made for kids anymore?
Sarah Price. I don't know which one it is.
I think it's Sarah Price MX. Does that look right?
That's not showing up. Is it with an H?
I don't know. My phone's filming, so can't look.
Here it is. I got her. No H. Oh,
no H.
okay. This looks pretty rad. We can talk. We can talk about this.
There should be video.
Summertime. Brian Koshner, right? F3 RC. I did not get the new LMT. I might stop doing these lives. Everybody just reminds me that I didn't get a new LMT.
Why didn't you get a new LMT, Tony? I thought you were the LMT
right
guy.
There. Cool. So cool.
Yeah, when it rips, dude, that thing rips. Like it looks like it's pretty rough though. On some of the, I've seen it hit chop, and I was like, "Ooh, that does not look like a comfortable ride."
That is wild. Oof, yeah, up and down there. Oh. She got rocked.
She's a really cool lady. Like really cool.
Doesn't look that bad in the cockpit though.
I'm sure they have sprung seats in there too, but still,
it's not smooth.
No, she's a really cool lady though. Really cool.
Get one and solve the problems. Jeff Makovich didn't get one, but he is taking donations. So you can hit him up on the YouTubes. Give him donations. He does really cool monster truck content. I need to see if those announcements were made. You talk about something for a minute while I look something up here.
What announcements are you talking about?
Nothing. I don't want to hint at it if I can't talk about
Well,
it.
now I'm all gun shy about talking about racing because everyone poo-poos on me racing.
Nah.
Thanks a lot, guys. Dang it! Why do I keep on dropping stuff, Tony?
I don't know.
So I started crawling again, and it was awesome.
Tell us about
I took the Phoenix out. I took the Ecto portal out. Bro, that Ecto portal, I probably didn't give it as good of a shake as I should have the first time. There was nothing wrong with it the first time I ran it out. Like it was solid. But then I ran it again this last time and I changed. So normally I wanted to run it stock, but I couldn't find the radio. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to put a radio in it, right? Put a receiver in it for my other one. And I went to go do that. And then the new Ecto has an all-in-one receiver and radio unit. And it was pretty smooth to begin with. So I was like, oh, darn it. Forgot about that. So I put in a Radio Link one. But then I was like, well, since I got to pull out the ESC, I might as well put in, I had a Holmes Hobbies BRXL brushed ESC and a Crawlmaster Sport 13 turn 540. And I threw that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. So good. So good. This thing, I was actually kind of surprised how good it went with the stock servo too. Because I thought it would just be kind of not so good.
Yeah, usually it's not good. Good thing to run stock servos.
No, yeah. And this
Good
was
experience. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, this was solid, dude. Like I had no problems. It was doing hard lines. I was really surprised. And I remember now my Phoenix, what my beef was with my Phoenix, I remember. And I think I got to take apart either the gearbox or the motor to see what's going on with it. But it sounds so loud. Like the gear mesh is so loud. And I don't know if that's just how Phoenix are or if there's something else that's contributing to that. But dude, it was like painfully loud. So if any of you have a Phoenix kit, let me know because I need to figure out if I got to take it apart or what. But it was like painful loud. What did I just do here? Why does this not make sense, Tony? Why doesn't it make sense? Nothing.
I don't know, but this hopefully makes sense. I've been told by a reputable source, reliable. I don't know if it's the same as reputable. There's a new LMT coming around December. If there was, it'd only be a body, I would think.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I would hope that they would do something that has a black chassis. But it's not their problem. That's just the guys that like. And the guys that are going to go ahead and change stuff out are the same guys that will tear it down, have it stripped, and repowder coated black. So it's not really the end of the world.
So what if it was okay? So let me hear your take on this. So what if it was the Shark Attack body
in 10 scale?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the other best-selling toys, so.
But I mean, do you think that would be jumping the shark, so to speak? And
I would rather see something else, but
yeah,
it's not up to me.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm still waiting for my C10.
I know.
Megalodon. We like to
I want like a zombie or something like hard with like crazy, like that you can't really do on your own easily. Like the shark, you can just buy the
What about the unicorn
one and put it on the unicorn one?
The sparkle fart
They're
magic
3D
or
printing those pretty well. But that's still, yeah, it would be better if it was in a. That'd be a tough one to do as Lexan.
Yeah. Says Pablo, check to make sure the spur gear is centered on the shaft and the trans might need more grease. Dude, I build with so much grease, it's not even funny. But the thing I thought about that was I wondered if the problem was more because I don't have the linkage put together in there. I have it locked out. I wondered if that was the problem. Like if it was just that the linkage wasn't fully seated. Which Ford LMT body would you get, Tony?
I'm looking.
I'm going with the one they just came out with. Looked like a Ranger, not the Raptor.
Proline. It says picked by kit, but it doesn't show any here. What's new releases? I'm not seeing the options somewhere.
Oh, it's not Proline, J-Con.
J Concepts, okay. So I don't think Proline has any. Yeah, so there's two cool bodies that they just showed. I
like the more traditional style.
I do too. But the race ones are pretty cool as well. There's a lot you can do with them.
If you're into that.
The F250 is not my style. I would do more of the old 1990 F250 if I was doing one. So the newer one's really not my jam. Even though I have a new F250 Super Duty, but the 2005 era is not my favorite. I would go with the 90s. That's what I would do. And if you guys are wondering what they look like, I've got them right here. So this is the 90. He threw me off with the Proline. So I saw these drop.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But I thought maybe they came out with something even different. But yeah, I definitely dig this. Yeah, it's funny that it does kind of have that front end. Kind of does make you think of a Ranger, doesn't it?
Yeah. I like it. And that's only for the Mini, right?
What about the Aerostar?
Does that fit the Mini?
No, it's the SMT, LMT, SMT 10 body.
I'd rock it.
People want it for the Mini, though. That's always the case.
Yeah.
They make it for one, and then they want it for another one.
I would totally rock it. That or if put it on a Claude. I think it'd be cooler on a Claude.
Yeah, I agree.
Because then it'd be more like which one was it?
See, these are what I was thinking of, like these right here, these Ford ones, these Ford Raptor, the 2020 and the.
I don't like it.
I like this 2010 one.
I don't like it. Nope. I don't like it, Tony.
There's so many monster trucks you could do something like that, though.
I don't like it, and I don't
But
like.
I do prefer the older style like this 1990. My boys even are like that, man. They're just like they love old trucks when they see them versus.
Why wouldn't they?
Are available in 3 wheelbases. Nice.
I can't get this pin in. Can't get this pin in.
Yeah, the Raptor style, the best.
No way. Nope. I don't agree. I love classic cars and trucks, he says.
Yep. They see them driving down the road. They're just built different, man. They're so cool.
Everything's cooler about them. You know, sometimes it's like this one little thing is the only thing that holds you up. in the whole process, and you're like, why does it have to be
Dad
so hard?
gum. Dad gum. Yeah, so I went crawling this week and I had a blast. Both at Reaction, I went and comped. I spent all that time redoing the shocks on the one, and it helped, but I did terrible anyway. I'm struggling with the hard body weighting on it. I think more than anything, just changes things. And I'm so used to driving my other truck for the past 5 years that I took third place with my old truck with like
Not bad.
I don't know. I don't remember what I got. It wasn't super high for score. But the other one, I
15.
don't know, I got like a 10 or 12 or I don't know, 16. I think it was 12. It's posted on there. But it was third. And then I got like an 80 something with the other one.
Ooh.
Dude, I like rolled hand of God into a gate. So that was 20 on one. Like it was just, and then I rolled and I landed on my lid and I hit a boundary. I had so many multiple point mistakes that were my own fault, but so I had the benefit too that I ran my older truck that I knew really well after. I already kind of was like, ooh, that line didn't work. I'm not going to do that again.
Scouted it.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And then once I had so many points, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to bother with a winch. Just it's going to hit. I don't care. So, but then, so yeah, then we did the 10 scale, old school, dude, no turning. Like, so, I'd want to judge it poorly, based on the handling, but like, it's such a
What are you
trail truck
talking
with
about?
tiny tires, that TF2.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so
TF2.
used to driving like a carbon now, like that's comp based.
It's just a different style.
Setup.
Like,
It's totally different. Like those rocks are huge for a scale truck that size. Some of them that I was trying to go up with that big bumper off the front and all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Totally different style.
But it definitely has a crappy skid on those old TF2s that hangs down. You can see it in the video. It's this gnarly pumpkin shaped thing off the bottom.
Tell me how you really feel, Tony.
Yeah, it sucked. But they make flat skids for them. I just need to look into one if I wanted to do more comp stuff. But I would also change the tires if I did.
Those class 1 and class 1 10 scale rigs that are actually for comping are so different, though. They're like, in a good way, but they're just so different. They're just made differently. Like they are set up weight biased a lot better, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a hard body, right? Had not great tires on it. So, control RC. But I mean, I still was pretty impressed with the articulation it got. If I was lining things up and thinking through where things were better, I think it would actually handle pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you slapped a little bit better tires on it. Because I'm telling you, my buddy used to wheel that thing so good. Now, we weren't doing many high center things, but we were doing like inclines and it wouldn't roll back. And he just had it dialed in.
Yeah.
Well,
driving a leaf sprung truck is totally different.
I think he was running pit bulls that were like super sticky and yeah.
But like, it's a different style than what you're used to, because you're running, I wouldn't say high articulation, but like full droop style versus leaf spring.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different monster.
Yep.
You should ask Harley. I hear Harley really likes leaf sprung cars. Has a lot of good tips about it. Why isn't this pin going in? It's the last thing I need to do on the front end here. And it's like, not today, Jobu.
Maybe your expectations are too high.
Yeah, just go to your home. High expectations. That's it.
Screen stopped working.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, older cars. A big comeback now. Yeah, there's so much less to go wrong with them. I hate how techy everything's become. Disposable is a better word for it. We've created everything to be so disposable.
True.
From our watches, you know, like you think if I'd have ever thought about paying, how much does one of these ultra Apple watches cost? They're a pretty penny, right?
Yeah.
I got a pretty decent price on it with a trade in and whatnot. But if I had to replace this now, just straight up with like $700, right? I'd have got such a sweet watch for that I would have considered like a forever watch, right? That you would just wear forever.
I envy. There's a guy at my work. They're not like super fancy watches, but I notice them. Like
Casio,
they're
the
yeah,
little band that's
yeah,
metal and stretches.
yeah. They're just like normal watches, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what though? I appreciate that. Like,
So
I'm like, hey,
we have the Shinola watch company in Detroit, and I want to get one of those. And they run about $500. So it's an expensive watch in my book. Like,
yeah,
it's not cheap. Like, it's not my typical Walmart Target watch for $25-$30. You know, that goes, you know, oh, but look at this, waterproof to 10 meters, you know, whatever they would be, you know. And
yeah.
my Casio. I never did nice watches, and somehow, and then I ended up getting this one. But the batteries and the tech on this aren't going to last. Like they consider them dated in like 3 years, right?
I know.
And these are more than that. One of those classic, nice,
Yep.
rich man watches. But now we
were
all
going-
are just accustomed to buying the. That's one of the weird things, right? Like I think my parents' generation, whatever, like they didn't just have all the nice things. Like you'd look, but now we just kind of like all expect to have like a nice camera or a nice phone or a nice like.
Yeah.
These are expensive purchases. Everyone's walking around with Apple Watches and
The thing
like all
that
this
I miss
tech.
about them
I mean, you got an
is
Apple
the
Watch
way
there.
they feel.
Yeah.
Right. Like so my kid was going through my drawer, and I had 3 watches in there that I used to wear way back in the day.
Yep.
One's a fossil, but it was a nice fossil, all metal, and it had like a cool like wood face to it. And then another one was a Wenger, like a Swiss Wenger watch. And another
the
one
Swiss
was
watches were a thing, right? They were
yeah,
colorful
yeah,
and fun.
yeah. No, you're thinking Swatch.
Oh,
Swiss.
Swatch, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You're
No,
right.
this is Swiss. Swiss was like a nice timepiece.
Loser.
Like,
Thanks.
yeah. Cool story, bro. You're like, I have this cool Dora the Explorer watch.
Somebody said a Citizen Solar Dive.
There you go.
So my wife, you know, has a really nice job, which has been very nice for me for a while. Since I was in college, going back for my master's and then working for nonprofits, and we could usually get by with me doing fun stuff, traveling the world, but not making a ton of money, right? And I always wanted to get her a Shinola watch made in Detroit, you know, being from the Detroit area. Like they've got some.
Those are sweet, dude.
Pretty sweet watches. You know, just classic like this. Ooh, that one's expensive. I was looking more in these ones.
Yeah.
550 ranges, you know, like this yellow one or this one. But I think their prices have gone up too.
The one I
want
want
classic, right? So this would be
Yep.
Yeah.
The one I like is the Swiss watch
go up.
That's like the timeless classic Swiss watch. It's a silver bezel, whatever.
Yep.
And then the black face with the white letters, and then it's got the army green, like olive drab band.
Okay.
And it's like it's not canvas, but it's like a nylon band. Dude.
Yeah.
That watch, hot. I love that watch.
Yeah. See, these are more the ones I was looking at. It's kind of like these more classic.
Yeah.
Five range like this right here is pretty classic.
I love the watches that have a chronograph on them. I think that's what it is.
Like this?
The spin. that you can set your timer on.
Okay.
Like you can click it and then set it down, and then it's an analog timer basically. So you like
Okay.
spin the chronograph so that it's at your minute hand, and then it tells you how many minutes have elapsed on the chrono. Oh, love those.
Yeah. So these I reshuffled them so the pricing started different. Something like these ones here with little start stops.
That's
But
cool.
yeah. Anyway, those are made in Detroit, and always something I wanted. But I just laugh kind of at how we just all expect and just want the nice things now that weren't just things that what we value is different, right? They valued nice houses, nice, yards.
I can still hear
and that
you. I gotta
stuff.
get my.
Metal RC, he did get it today. Sweet.
Nice.
We were asking earlier. I wonder if Metal RC got his package in the mail. So awesome. Glad it arrived. Hopefully it's all there. Yeah, I'd buy a Technon 2 for that, right? But even the RCs and stuff that we buy, like my parents would have never thought about dropping that kind of cash on something like that, especially for themselves, even as the adults, right?
Yeah, totally. No, and it's funny because like we're just getting old, and like the inflation hits a lot harder now.
Yeah.
but yeah,
but even still, they wouldn't have. And I mean, my parents were teachers and they didn't make a ton anyway, but when I look at all the things that I have as an adult that are mine, like compared to what my dad had, like his stuff that he had would have been like
very simple tools.
An airbrush, for painting helmets to make money. He ended up buying like screen printing stuff and started a t-shirt business. But not a lot, like the computers and all that we all carry and use.
I know.
It's crazy. It is crazy how much we have and how different it is. Do we need to call for help?
For me?
Yeah. Have you fallen and can't get up? It sounds like you're falling.
Well, I'm going through my toolboxes from racing, and I can't find the right diff oil.
I don't know. They're like, what in the world is Pablo doing?
Looking for the diff.
Diesel watches. Yeah, diesel watches were cool. Fossil back in the day, right? Man. Pablo, could you make a little bit more noise, please, for Dirk?
Can you seriously hear all that?
Oh, yeah. It's picking up so well. I think it's got like an auto adjuster. It's like he's really quiet, so we're going to boost his volume so it stays and maintains.
It's really that loud? I'm like on the other side of the table.
You're good. I could have muted you if I wanted you, but it's been entertaining. Who wears watches when you've got your cell phone constantly? I do, because I always look at it for time. And this shirt's bothering me because it doesn't not showing me. I can't see the times. 11:17.
I use it all the time. Okay.
Yeah, I use it all the time. I'll just quick look because I don't have my watch in my. I almost feel awful when I don't have it because I do check the time so often.
Bro, the other day, I forgot to wear a belt.
Dangerous.
Like, I don't know how that happened, but I'm like sitting there and I'm like, oh no, I don't have a belt on. And yeah, like it's like the watch, the belt, my knife, chapstick, and earbuds.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me now?
Yeah. Hey, so this is the funny stuff. So this is the cool part about the watch is the back where it's stamped Shinola serial number, which is cool. I love that they do that. They engrave them all. Built in Detroit, Swiss and imported parts. So they build them here, but they get Swiss, which, I mean, Swiss are known for their watches, so that's not a bad thing, I guess. But they put them together in Detroit. Or at least they do the last part of putting them together in Detroit. Who knows how much of it? How much of it is built in Detroit? We don't know.
All of it. Okay.
Racing Case says, if you want that watch look fancy. You can get metal bands in them. I've got one that's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's not really that. It's not fancy. I actually really like these stock ones. The way that they clip together, I do like it. It's just that this watch has a shelf life, and that's what we're talking about. With we got on a really big rabbit trail, but anything that has the technology in it, like computers, they don't have. Like these watches could be classic forever.
Timeless.
They're timeless. Yeah, thank you. Even though they keep time, they're timeless.
I am seriously 25 feet away from my microphone.
And we can hear you pretty well. You sound distant, but you're coming through pretty clearly, at least on my speakers. But yeah, so it's just the difference in when you have an older car versus a newer car. Like I always tell my boys, I'm like, that's so cool, right? That old 57 Chevy rolling down the road right now, you know? And
found it.
He's got it. He's got it almost 50. No, almost what? 57, almost 70 years old.
Dude, that's like my truck.
Right?
71.
Yeah.
It's a 50-year-old truck.
Yeah. So there you go. My math in my head wasn't right. 57 is about 70 years old, right? Almost. A couple years it'll be 70 years old. I'm like, you won't have that. They won't have the technology to keep the Teslas running. They're going to shut down. The computers aren't going to work, and they're not going to drive.
Yep.
So unless you're going to send it to Cuba and let them manufacture it with Russian and Chinese parts into something that'll continue driving, it ain't going to work.
Right.
They'll turn it into a diesel somehow, you know?
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, say it loses connection to the internet, the new watches, they're not going to update. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they kind of brick out after a while. Like I have an iPad that's like totally bricked right now because I can't. It's old. It won't connect to the internet anymore. And now it's just like, well,
yeah,
can't even do anything with it.
So that's just I wish that they would have I wish that the American companies would say, screw all of this. We're going to build cheap trucks, bare bones, get rid of all this computer crap, and just get cars that last again, you know? Just forget it. But they want all these sensors and everything for the airbags and the, you know.
Well, you know why they have all that
even
stuff.
pass. Yeah. Huh?
So they can track you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the tracking.
And they can listen to everything. Dude, I don't remember. There was a crime that happened. I think it was here in Washington a month ago or something like that, where they tracked down the person via the car. They just were like, oh, this person's here. They can listen in the car and hear what the person was saying, like all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, that's a little too creepy for me.
Yeah. Anyway.
Tinfoil hats. I never take mine off, man.
Yeah, he is very much a conspiracy guy. So careful where we go with this, guys. Listen to his
You don't want to get me started.
You can listen to his podcast.
There's only 16 spots on the Vatican wall. And how many spots are left? One. The end of the world is coming, amigos.
And my son and I listened to Anything That Exists by Blink-182 today. That was fun. It's a great song. Try to get parts for 2012. I mean, it'd be easier to have them made than to do all the tech stuff for some of these. We've got manufacturing here, especially in West Michigan, dude. They can build anything. They can machine anything. But the thing is, like, when all that goes, like, the reliance, I would love things to be much more self-reliant, which is kind of what we've been talking about with some of this tariffs and all this crap too, right? Rebuilding our infrastructure here.
Yeah.
See you, Nick.
See ya. Thanks, bud. See you.
Yeah, trying to get parts for an old e-buggy. That's fun.
Yeah, well, even like my Chevy, it's getting more scarce and more scarce trying to find certain parts for it.
Yeah. You should hit up
And
the junkyards here in Michigan.
see, okay, so we had pick apart or pick and pull or whatever they're called, and those are getting few and far in between too because
Oh, we
of the
got 'em here.
insurance. Oh,
We got them.
I can't believe how
If
many
it can
cars they
drive, it's
crushed.
on the road here. I tell
Yeah,
you
I
what,
can't.
there's no passing inspections and crap. If it
I
runs,
can't.
they run it.
It kills me how many cars they crushed to just crush them.
Yep.
Ugh, so painful.
But yeah, it's not. I'm not even paranoid about it. I'm just like, we should just be able to make our cars and make them easy to work on and run again. Like it's crazy.
Everything we should. I think everything we should be able to do that with. Like
Yeah.
when you look at like old furniture or like TVs and stuff like that, like how you used to be able to work on that kind of stuff. Like I always have appreciation for like think of like
Transistor radios.
well, or like kitchen stuff, like stuff in the kitchen that was made in the 50s and 40s, how it was actually like real metal, you know what I mean? And
Yep.
like formed and tooled and all this kind of stuff. Like that's super rad in my eyes, like super, super rad.
What's up, Sean? RC Construction. He's got the cool toys.
Okay.
He's got all the
Tony,
cool toys. All right, what you got
all
going
I need
on?
to do is put this pin in, this
And you're
one little
done.
pin,
And it's ready
and
to
I can
sell.
put the front end together. Yep. But it's not wanting to play with me right now. Don't know why. I don't know why.
You have to have computers now to fix computers.
It's very true.
They've got all these codes and all that you got to worry about. It's like, man, if there's no spark, it's not running. Like that was old days. Does it
Yeah.
have spark? Does it have compression?
Spark and fuel and
Ugh.
air. That's all I needed. Spark, fuel, and air.
The new market is all planned obsolescence. Yeah. There is a Hilux 20K. Yeah. The Hiluxes would be nice to have here. But they don't sell them here. They're like the number one truck around the world. Can't get them here. But again, I would love to have ones that we can just make here and there's manufacturing going. So if anything crazy happens, we can be able to churn stuff out that we need to churn out.
I think that we'd always fall back to that. I'd like to think that anyway. You know what I mean? Like if we ever had to, it would happen. I like to think that.
Double A, I got a Bronco project, so I'm well aware where to find parts for old trucks. There you go.
Knobs.
Oh yeah, where they were talking about knobs. That's what it was. Knobs versus touch screen for all of your heat and all that junk.
You guys ever watch Amelia Hartford? She's a YouTuber that builds cars.
Nope.
She was in one of her builds. It was like a Camaro, like a 69 Camaro, sick car, totally sick. She hit it like had so much torque, the knobs came off. I was like, I'll allow it. Like it was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, you guys gotta watch that channel. It's pretty cool. Me and Olivia watch it.
Amelia Earhart?
No, Amelia Hartford.
Television host and actress.
Yep. She
I've seen her stuff.
She's pretty cool. Like
Yep.
It's cool that she knows how to work on cars. Like she's not just a pretty face that talks about them. She actually knows what she's doing. I felt so misogynistic the other day. Is that the right word? Like just like old school man stuff. So I went to the grocery store to get food for this week because my family's gone. So I was like, I'm going to go get meat and eggs. Like I got steak, I got eggs, I got hamburger, tortilla chips, salsa. What else did I get? Dog food, like man essentials, right? And then I was like, how did this cost so much? And I was like, and I realized that I don't really do the grocery shopping. and I was like appreciative that my wife does the grocery shopping, but at the same time I was like, how does she do this for such a good price? Then I felt bad, like I was totally disconnected to the world. Had no idea.
I was looking at that Amelia Hartford,
Yeah,
and I just thought there's a new Homestar Runner video.
there is?
Yeah.
No way.
Back to a website, 25 year anniversary of .com.
We are old.
Homestar Runner and Strong Bad briefly joined forces.
You're gonna have to send me that link, because then I'm gonna have to send it to my wife. Did I tell you that Olivia made me she made me a what's it called, a little sign that said crappily crapful.
Crapfully yours. Crapfully yours. That was one of my favorites. And they the cheat plush doll is back for sale.
Ooh.
I still have mine from way too long ago.
25 years ago.
Well, the plush, that's when it first came out, but that was several seasons in when they came out with the. So it would have been, I was in college. It was like 2001 or something. 2002. Holy crap.
Tanker says he was in the same boat. His wife had surgery and couldn't lift anything. So he was doing all the wife stuff. I got to do dishes.
He's officially out. Officially.
Doing
Doing the dishes? You don't do the dishes?
I do the dishes.
Okay, I was gonna say that's the one thing I am good at. Not laundry, dishes.
Oh, I'm good at doing the laundry. I'm not good at folding it and putting it away.
Okay.
But I can wash and dry all day long, man.
My clothes find their way from the floor into the hamper somehow, then into the wash machine and back onto the hooks. Fairies. So that's all I know.
Yep.
So we went from having one of the best .com websites ever, Homestar Runner.
Yes.
And so much entertainment.
Oh, Teen Girl Squad.
Teen Girl Squad.
One. One Piece.
Then
anyone here know what we're talking about?
The cheat no longer makes a noise when you kick it. The drawings of the girls, the stick figure girls. Oh, it's the best.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no,
Teen
totally.
Girl Squad,
yeah. Arrow.
So good.
My favorite was Wave of Babies. Like the guy killed by a tsunami of babies. Anyone know what we're talking about? Or are we alone on this one?
I have a keychain still. It's on our golf cart key, a Homestar Runner one. That I had one of my videos of the X Max, I think it was, when I took it out of the box, the new one, the 8S, and I was asking what it was. Nobody knows what Homestar Runner is. Oh my gosh!
What?
One of the best internet cartoons ever.
It was like the beginning of Flash.
Yeah, remember when they would do the Frog in a Blender? Not them, not Homestar Runner, but it was a different Flash thing. There was the hamster in a microwave, Frog in a Blender. Here's Homestar Runner. And if you're just going to watch one, well, Danger-esque is really good. Danger-esque is really good. But the best, there's two of them. Children's book. Have you ever written a children's book? I mean, kids can barely read as it is. So how hard could it be to write for them? Oh, so good.
I love.
They just literally took another children's book and scratched out words and made it more violent. And scrambled over the emails.
The strong bad email.
That's all these are really. That was the most That was the best part. Is this guy with boxing gloves would come and check the email.
Yeah.
I
Hope it's
always
from a
sing some kind of
female.
song. I hope it's from a female. Cheap Commandos. That was another good one. Yeah, so he'd check his email, but one of them is about making him Homestar Runner cry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. And he draws the 3-legged dog. Oh my goodness. Called what was it called?
I don't remember.
Tenderfoot was the elephant, the 2-legged elephant. Oh, what was it? Homestar Runner cry.
What am I doing wrong here, Tony? One pin. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Go ahead and say it.
Oh, little
Go
brother.
ahead and say yeah, brother.
You're an idiot. Yeah.
My screw was in too far, so I couldn't get the pin all the way down.
Is that all it was?
I bet you that's all it was.
I can make it on my own.
Dang it, that's all it was, Tony.
One screw on the
set
hex?
screw on the 8-scale hub. You know what I'm talking about? It holds the pin in on the hub. Yep.
Nobody knows what Homestar Runner is, dude. Or Strong Bad. Dude, half the voice that I do are Strong Bad. Is like,
can we play it, or is that copyright?
No, that's copyright.
Really? Well, even if we're reacting to it? Even if we're reacting to it?
Yes, yeah. I wouldn't. It's so good. This one especially, Strong Bad crying. Oh my gosh. Strong Bad email 109. I like cry almost laughing at this one. But you have to know the characters in order for it to even be funny. Like the Homestar guy with the list.
You can't just watch one and like kind of understand it. Like if you watch like a dozen of them, because they're only like a couple minutes each. Like if you watch then you're
3
like
minutes each. And they'd come out weekly.
Yeah.
And so every week there'd be a new email he'd come and check. So that was the one that was like the mainstay of the website, was the Strong Bad email, because that was a weekly hit. And then they do these longer cartoons and songs and stuff periodically throughout the year. But Halloween usually was one. Yeah, they had there was an album that they came out with that was pretty funny. Songs from it. Yeah, I have them. I have the box set of DVDs of this show that you could order from their website. And then they came out with one more. So you have the box set and like the next
one. Yeah.
It doesn't fit in it. And then
I didn't know Ninjas of Butterflies has a music channel. And it's called really? Ninjas and Butterflies.
They always do a song music. And then they put it on iTunes or Apple Music. They'll release those songs like that one you sent me about Hillary Clinton or the Clintons or whatever. Dude, which was so funny, by the way. That was such a hilarious song.
Even their songs are awesome.
They're so funny.
Yeah. They did a live today about the papal conspiracies. Yep. That was good.
The dude that did Frog in a Blender, then Politicians in Blender cartoons, a bunch of others were great back 15 years ago. Dude, it was longer. It was 25 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I was in college and we were sitting there clicking the Blender buttons and they'd start cursing at you and stuff.
Do you remember Ask a Ninja? Oh, that was a good one. Ask a Ninja was good.
Anyway, the internet was so much fun. I don't do anything on the internet anymore. It's now become our full-on entertainment as far as like TV replacement. Yeah. Back then, it was just like you'd go to band websites and you'd see photos of a band, and that's all just on Facebook. You don't just go play like to .coms anymore. You go to Facebook, you go to Google, you go to YouTube, and maybe a news site, and you just keep checking those same things 5 times during the day,
5 times over
times during the day. Yeah, Diesel Flapping. It was, dude. It was I was in college when those were out. Yeah. Yep. Those were the early 2000 to 2004, 5-ish era. And then when did Flash die? When did they get rid of Flash? Because Flash websites were late 90s, early 2000s, because we had one for our band.
Yeah.
It was a pain in the butt to update.
Well, it was when Adobe said it was a security issue. I wonder what the deal was, because they said it was a security issue. And I don't know if that's really what the deal was. You know what I mean?
December 20th. It made it that long.
Why is this diff so hard to get out?
Frog in a Blender was created in 1996. Joe Cartoon. That was it. Joe Cartoon. Oh my goodness. Before the .com crash, the site was said to be making $25,000 a month in advertising.
Wow.
Yeah. The gerbil. That was it. Gerbil. Lump, the no-legged dog. Superfly. I remember the little fly. Superfly. The drunken flies. That was about 2000.
That's
Oh my
funny.
god. Joe Mama. Right, little kid irritates the noise everybody sees. Joe Mama. The gerbil. When was that one? It's the most well-known characters from the website next to Superfly. The drunken. Oh my goodness. 1999 gerbil in a microwave. The user presses various speeds in order for the gerbil to explode from too much heat. Yeah, and then he starts cursing at you along the way. It was so funny, man. Joe Cartoon. Man, that's a long rabbit hole. Holy cow.
We're old, Tony.
I bet they got to have it on YouTube.
You got to look up Ask a Ninja, too. Ask a Ninja was good. It was so funny. I look forward to killing you soon. That was his
Oh, I
thing.
do remember that.
Yeah. It was like Strong Bad, but it was a ninja that
Yeah,
would
and he had a red background.
yeah.
And yeah, he'd come on. What do you
Yeah.
How to Kill a Ninja. That was a great one. Ask a Ninja How to Kill a Ninja. So these are on YouTube. The whole oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
I am ninja. He is ninja. She is ninja too.
Dude, memory lane. There he is. How to Kill a Ninja. Oh, the moves are so good. And all the different cuts that he had.
I wonder who that guy was. Like, what did he end up being? You know what I mean? Like, that's the funny thing about that. Like, is he?
That's pretty easy, actually, because all you have to do is censor, and then you censor it. So you never actually see what it is. Oh, it's so good. Man, if you guys, you need to look up Ask a Ninja question 16, How to Kill a Ninja. All this stuff is so good. I'm going to have to make my kids start watching this. I forgot all about this guy.
You know what's funny? We
Dude,
think it's
actual
hilarious,
videos.
but it's a little too slow. Like, it's for the kids. Because my kids
We're
tried
past
watching.
the RC content.
Huh?
We're past the RC content.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody remember this dude? It was so good.
So funny.
I was trying to think of an animated thing, but no, now when I saw the picture, I immediately remembered it.
Yeah.
So good. All right. We could name 3 RCs that are underrated. That's a good pullback.
Red Cat Gen 8.
Yes. Underrated.
I think the Red Cat Gen 8 is the best underrated vehicle out there. I'm sticking to it.
The Ascent is pretty good, but it's not underrated. I would say people realize that one's pretty good.
Would you say the Ground Pounder is underrated?
No. It's
No?
garbage. Slow as a dog. Everything needed to be replaced right away and strengthened.
Well,
So
yeah.
no, I wouldn't. I would say underrated. Oh, that's a good question. What is one of my favorites that would be underrated?
Clodbuster, is that underrated?
Probably. I would say so.
Yeah.
And they can be fun stock, but they can also be 3 each. Okay.
So I got 2.
Yeah.
I got
You're
Red Cat
winning.
Gen 8, and I got the Claude.
Let me just go to A main and look at RCs.
Oh, I think the
Stop
Element
it. You've got
Ecto.
some already. Give me a minute.
Element Ecto. Element Ecto.
I really
first
do
gen.
like the Ecto.
I know, and I think it's underrated
Yeah.
as a
Well, now you've
stock
taken
vehicle.
3. No. Excuse me.
Whoa, bless you.
Why are these websites so hard? I just want to look at the cars. Here. Does anybody else do this? Whoops. Like I come here, I'm like cars and trucks. Click it. Shop all cars and trucks.
No, I think you've been downloading LimeWire too
I have
much.
to hit this kits thing, but they're not just kits. They're RTRs as well, I guess. Oh, I know. So the Red Cat, the Kaiju.
Oh yeah.
Kaiju's pretty awesome for the price.
So I have 3 already.
Yes, you do. The problem is I think that everything gets rated pretty highly regardless. Just depends on who you're watching. So like if you actually go places where people are talking about the LMT, a lot of people slam it as being weak and all these things, you know. So it depends what crowd you're in. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of what I get. Comments and everything. Like, this isn't nearly as strong. I'm like, dude, you have no idea what a solid axle truck is like then, because it takes way more of a beating than anything else solid axle.
Have you driven a ground pounder lately?
Yeah. Or even some of the crawlers, you know, falling off of things and breaking axles and stuff. If you were to try and jump it with big, heavy tires on through the air like we do those things, they would break in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So while this crowd may think they're awesome, I feel like overall they're a little bit underrated.
I got another one.
What?
Kyosho Phaser.
Yeah. I was going to say the van. That van is super awesome. It's still one of my favorites. Huh?
The Mad Van or whatever it's called?
Yeah. But it's based on the Phaser platform. We just passed one of them. It was one of them I was holding on to. It's just passing through. I think one that gets overlooked because of all the other cool stuff out there with these Creightons and Slashes and everything. I still think that the Big Rock crew cab is one of my favorite.
That's on sale right now.
So the 3S version is definitely, yeah, here's the Mad Van. And I like the brushed one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't love all the plastic inserts on the other ones because they just fall out. If you're bashing it, the taillights fall out, all the stuff falls out of the molded stuff. It's not worth having the molded junk in a basher like that. So
okay, so I got something.
Body wise, I would choose the brushed.
Let's talk about bashers real quick. So have you seen how painfully slow the new Jado is for being an 8-scale buggy? The brushed one?
No.
Dude, it is
it's
like
brushed.
Yeah, and it's a dog. It's so bad. Like,
wait, it's brushless.
No, it's brushed.
There's a brushed one. Oh,
I thought so.
I thought they got rid of everything brushed. There's a 2S one for $350.
Is that what it is then?
And there's
2S?
another one that's a VXL 110 for $529.
whatever the Jado e-buggy looking like thing is, the new one. Maybe it's a 2S, but it is a dog. It is so slow.
All right, so here we go. Add to screen. So here's what I'm seeing is this 1/8 scale.
Maybe it's the 2S one, but it is a dog. It
I
is
don't
so
see
slow.
that listed
I
here. These are
watched
all
it.
the more expensive.
I watched a race of them, and I was like,
I don't know where I'm seeing the 2S one. I don't see. Amy's not showing a 2S Jado. They're just showing these VXL ones.
maybe go to their site.
It says 60 plus miles an hour.
No, not that one then. They have another one then. That's
All right, let's see Traxxas. Jado. Here we go. Up here, 329 or 379. So this is the 2S one. Yeah, this would be slow.
it's so slow.
Under 30 mile an hour speed. So this would have the same thing that the that Bigfoot had. It was underwhelming. Super underwhelming. For somebody that's got RCs.
Well,
now for the people that I gave it to, awesome. Way better than their brush rustler or whatever. Like it was quick to them, right?
Yeah, but that's
somebody
a
that has
big
really
car.
fast ones like I do.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem that fast.
That's a big chassis for 2S. It's an 8-scale buggy. Like it's painful slow. I saw a video where they were running spec class with it, and I was like part of me makes me think it would be kind of fun if everyone had the exact same thing and it was that slow, and you had to learn how to like
Shave time.
single everything. You know what I mean? Like, but it would be a good gateway
it's still
to
jumping.
learn.
So
It's
still jumping.
No, it's not jumping. It's
bunny
hopping at best.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
This just looks like exactly what was in the Bigfoot, and it wasn't. I said barely wheelies.
Yeah. Well, and think of that being 8 scale.
Yeah.
Versus the 10 scale Bigfoot, like on a big track.
But they've got this one here that has their better VXL system, 4S power, 60 miles an hour. That's where it's at. So just gotta upgrade the electronics and everything.
How fast do you think a race, like a legit race e-buggy goes? Someone asked me that, and I was like, I estimated, I was like, on the straightaway, maybe 60. Like maybe they could hook up and go 60.
What are they allowed to run in them power wise?
Well, that car, that one that you're just talking about, I don't think it would. If it's a 4S, it doesn't have anything bigger than the race cars do.
Yeah. Double A Day says he'd love to see an LMT Bigfoot. The only problem with that is they would probably have to lose their Monster Jam licensing in order to do so. I don't think they're going to want to be side by side to a company. I don't think one company's going to get both.
Yeah.
Honestly. So the ones that you will see, the LMT Bigfoots, are all custom made ones.
Yep.
So they are out there, but people are custom making them.
That's what Movie Man is all about. He's all about them Bigfoots.
Yep. All right. So 11:52 here. We should get ready to wrap.
What am I going to have for dinner, Tony?
I don't know. You're single. I just make nachos. Throw some chips down, sprinkle some cheese on it, hit the microwave for about a minute. Douse in salsa, call it good.
I don't do the cheese though.
That makes that tough.
Yeah. I could go out. I had a burger last night. I grilled a burger last night. Is it too late to grill a steak?
See, we were going to get to food eventually, you guys. I mean, if you had a Blackstone, what I would do is smash burgers.
Yeah.
But yeah, steak on your Blackstone. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Anchor, very well played.
But I got my grill that fires up nice and quick.
Yeah.
Could run that.
Look at those receding lines. It's age right there.
Never heard of her.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, it was fun tonight.
It was fun. And thank you to Nick B for the donation to Pabs.
Thank you. Thank you.
You'll see him at the track.
Yeah, you will. Only my wing, though.
So speaking of grills and Blackstein, yeah, that's good. Blackstone. My sons now can drive. My son can drive. They're going to pick up my other son, and they came home with a smoker. Like it said free. It was on the side of the road. So they sent me the picture with the free sign and all that. And it looks legit. It looks all right. So I'm like,
except that it was smoking real
I
people,
just said,
probably.
like, don't bring home trash that we're going to have to take care of and take to the dump. Like, that's expensive. So he's like, no, it looks really good. So he was right. It looks pretty good.
Aside from it coming from a cannibal house.
Right. Because he had just talked about it the night before. He wanted a smoker and he wanted to smoke some, ribs and stuff. So
yeah,
we'll see. And have a good week, guys.
See